Great morning, everyone. So this morning I'm going to use my crazy cards. It's actually two different decks, the Gypsy Oracle and the Tarot. And let's just see what they're going to tell us today. So the first thing out is about having patience. Patience. The young woman. And rapidly moving. So have patience because things are moving. Okay? Things are moving more rapidly perhaps than we think. Energy coming into it is about romancing. The thought. When it comes to justice. So, apparently, I think it's about these young women that have been trying to patiently wait to get their day, okay? And this thought, this worry, he's trying to figure out how to get around justice, romancing justice, okay? Now we know that things are not going well for Trump. It also could be the things that are now being released about Ghislaine and how she's just having such a good time now that she's in Club Fed. So could be thoughts about that coming out as well. What's going on now? It's about the signs. When it comes to this peacock, the drama, the haughtiness, just, being above it all, but facing loss, okay? So the signs that Trump is basically losing it is what it's saying, He's always thinking, when he pushes people out of the way and, I'm the big man, get out of my way. That type of thing, okay? But now he's facing loss. So the challenge is past lives. His past lives. Karma. Faithful. Past life, the faithful. And message about actions. So this is the challenge. Now he had these ones in his pocket before the past of his life. But now the challenge is they're taking action. They are not, they're jumping ship. Potential outcome is imagine. The imagination gifts, money, imagining money, always about some grift. Yeah, it's about the grift. Grift, money, greed, imagining his greed, what he can get. Outside influence, let's look and see what we have. Outside influence, resilience. resilience when it comes to, let's see, service. And something new, concrete, coming out. Some new things, concrete, coming out. Underneath of all of it, it's affecting his world, the journey, and the nostalgia. So he's trying, trying to live in the past, the mental realm. But rapidly, we've got justice, the foundation, rapid. Energy coming in is about justice, facing losses, message about actions, about his greed, and new concrete things coming out. It's about having patience. He's trying to romance some, pull them back. The signs are about his past life, his imaginings, and some resilience. Stuck in the nostalgia. We've got the young women, and again, he's in a lot of thought. As usual, he's trying to show that he is bigger than all of it. The narcissism is basically what it is. When it comes to the faithful, he's always looking for some kind of gift, grift, and service. They should all just be servicing him, doing whatever he needs, whatever he wants. He thinks that he is, above everybody. And that he's always had this wealth and always gotten away with this stuff. And again, he thinks he's smarter, he's better than everybody. And he's really a stupid person, really ignorant, okay? He's crafty. I'll give him that. He's crafty in a dark way. So let's see what the clarifying read has to say. So the center of it all, let's see what we have. What is at the center of it all? Of course, Trump. Trump is always at the center of everything. The world revolves around him, or so he thinks. Above it, we have, his past, the lovers, the things that are, paramount over his head that are not going away, and now the burden that he's got because of it. So he's facing his past, okay? He's always been a perv, always been a pervert. And now it's coming back to haunt him. So one side of it, we have this stuff that's still up in the air. Above it, again, what he's trying to hang on to. And the light being shed on the burden now. And of course, his abuse of power. The way he's always dealt with it is abusive. Okay? Being rude, crude, especially to women. He's really rude and crude. And he's getting more so, day by day. More unhinged. More full of himself. So we have, the Epstein files that are not going away. up in the air, staring at him, above it, facing loss because of it. The foundation is his life choices. This is the burden, the light on the life choices that are coming back now. Okay? And we have here, the wealthy, the abuse of those of wealth and power. They thought they could just skate and get away with all this stuff. But light is being faced now. The light is coming out. He's facing loss. His greed, his life choice has always been greed. I can have whatever I want or whoever I want, use and abuse and throw away. Okay? And this stuff is up in the air when it comes to the Epstein stuff and the abuses of power by the wealthy. Yeah. So let's see what we have underneath of it. Something concrete is coming out, new, concrete, when it comes to the truth. Okay, the divine feminine, the truth. Because people are battle weary now. Standing guard. Okay. There's a message about actions taking place now. When it comes to what's being offered up for the long term, charging forward, mind racing, and rapidly looking for truth. There is a battle going on. Of course, he's going to continue to try to block things. He doesn't want to see it. It needs to go away. But unfortunately for him, we have justice here, and things are moving rapidly, which is causing him to have nightmares. Okay, mentally, this is not going away. He's being overturned. Okay. He's always been able to sacrifice others, and he'll continue to try to do that to keep things hidden. Now, he has those, like Bondi, that are trying to keep it hidden, but his cup of abominations is out there now when it comes to the Republicans, okay? So, they're jumping ship. They're going to do what they can to save themselves. They no longer see him as something viable to aid them. So they are going to start jumping ship now. And they need to be aware that there are consequences. You would think that these people will get Giuliani, Mark Meadows, the ones that have tried to overturn the election, etc., they did wind up facing consequences, and there are consequences coming for the rest of these ones. Cash Patel, Bongino, remember they were out there, we're going to get in there, we're going to expose all this stuff, and the minute they got in there, Patel just stands there like, oh my God. If they're smart, if they are smart, Patel and Bongino, they'll start actually releasing the files, okay? Unredacting this stuff. Showing what's there with Trump. Now, we know that he was already working on scrubbing things, finding every reference to Trump in those files. Okay? What do you have to say about that, Lily? She said that little face this morning. What, Mom? What are you talking about? What? Yeah, it's a bad thing. It is. It's a bad thing. Yeah. She's like, if you say so, okay, all right. Okay, Mom. You're just a cutie. You're just cutie. So, yeah, if they're smart, they'll actually start turning the tide and starting to release things. If they want to save themselves, if they don't want to go down with the ship. But these people, you know, they got drug in, and they want the ego, they want the power, they want the recognition, and it's their downfall. Tower moment. Ego. Yeah. How's that working for you guys? So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.